go. I don't do it for the shirts, the likes, the fame, the hype. They can change overnight. Hoping that brand that I say something right, that'll touch your soul and convert your life. I do it for my seed to come. Albert, I will be done. I do it for the kingdom to come, knowing this war is already won. I do it for the enemy, disrespect, putting prayers all across his neck.
Hello, happy Saturday. Good morning.
Yes, sir. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Look, we done had some strange things going on this morning.
Yes.
Trying to figure this out. But that's all right, though. We're going to be back at it and we're going to figure it out and figure out how to connect it on StreamYard, period. We're going to get it together.
Yes,
Good
ma'am.
morning, son of
Yes,
John.
ma'am. Okay, we got the only Lisa in the building. Shalom.
Period,
Happy
period.
Saturday. Good morning. Man, today is a beautiful morning.
It really is a beautiful day today. I'm trying to
Yes,
set my
ma'am.
stuff up. But it ain't sitting. But good morning, everybody. Hold on. Look, let me share. Period. Period.
I don't know
Hold
why
on,
I'm
I'm
trying to keep
sharing it.
doing this. There you go. Yeah, y'all, man, don't hesitate to share the live too, man. Today's topic, I believe, is gonna be really impactful, effective. So y'all, please,
Yes.
man, those share this live, tell a friend to tell a friend.
Tell
That
a friend to tell a friend.
we got some jewels that we're gonna be dropping this morning. So y'all share this live. Let's get some more people in the building. Man,
Period. Because we finna talk about pride, man. And it really, I want to hear from the people. Because, y'all, we getting the podcast. It's finna be going. It's finna, well, really, this was the day where we was posted. But we was having technical difficulties with StreamYard. But, yeah, we're going to get into it. I'm sipping my tea on this morning. It's hot, too.
hot tea on a good Saturday morning, y'all. Man, that's a
Yeah, it's hot.
blessing.
It's hot. I want to drink it, but it's hot for real. But we gonna get into it, cause pride is a deep conversation, and pride show more than people can, uh,
Man,
than people really care to acknowledge.
yeah,
And it is
yes,
a deep rooted issue in a lot
yes.
of people problems on why they can't get it resolved, even down to relationships and beyond. I'm excited. We gonna get into it.
Yeah.
What you say about to clock that tea? Southern John be cracking me up, boy.
Yes, man.
Period, Southern John. Period.
Yes,
But we're gonna
man.
get into it. Give people, and look, this is gonna be every Saturday at 7
Mm.
a.m. in the morning. These for the early bird risers. You know, we was thinking about doing it late, but I ain't even built for that. Cause I be up at 4 o'clock in the morning. So you gotta choose your battles wisely.
That
Either
means
you
I
gonna
gotta go to
be up.
sleep early. I can be up all night. You don't want to catch these jewels on 7 o'clock morning. I gotta be up early. I gotta go to sleep
Period.
early.
They
So I can wake
gotta
up
get
on
into
time.
it.
Yeah, I
They
gotta
gotta get into it.
early.
You gotta get up. Cause like
Yes.
you gotta pick and choose your battles wisely. Now either you gonna be up at 4 o'clock in the morning or you gonna be up till 1 o'clock in the morning or 12
Man,
o'clock at night. So I pick my battles wisely. So we ain't go with the night. We came with the day, but this for those that's on that early morning Saturday. You up, you getting to it, getting prepared for your Saturday morning,
yes,
your
man.
Saturday day. We ain't gonna even say your morning, but your
Morning,
Saturday
day.
day. You are
Yes.
getting prepared.
Yes,
Period.
man. Yes, man.
Period. So we'll give it a little more time because we was already running behind because StreamYard wasn't working.
Yeah.
But I want to talk about this pride though. But also too, I want to throw out there while we giving it a little bit more time. We already running behind, but we giving it a little bit more time. We got some stuff coming down the pipe for the Journey's Real podcast. We got some events that's coming up. I'm truly excited about it. I just ain't spilled
Man.
it out yet because we getting a few more things in order and in line. But stay tuned. Saturday mornings, you need to be up with us. You need to be up. You need to be up,
Man.
ready to enjoy this beautiful, blissful day and get some of this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding.
Man.
So, period.
They
Because this
three
is
for
the
one
journey real.
deal. Yes, man.
Right. Feet that's
Yes.
been places. You need to share it with your auntie, uncles, cousins, and your friends. Period.
Your friends, and they friends
Ah,
too.
your
Yes.
friends.
And
But okay, Tay, come on, bring us in though. Bring us in. What we talking about on today?
well,
We finna get into it.
since the topic is on pride, I first want to give out the definition of what pride means because to
But
talk
tell,
about.
okay, what's the topic though?
Oh,
What
I'm
we
sorry. I'm
talking
sorry.
about?
I'm sorry.
Give
Yeah,
us the
yeah.
topic.
So,
Come on, but I'm loving it. But give us the topic
so
on what
as
we
y'all can
talking
see
about.
on the caption on the top, man, the topic is how pride can kill relationships. How pride can kill relationships. And y'all, relationships could go many ways, not just
Yes.
boyfriend, girlfriend, but sister and brother, mother and son, father and son. No, it's not just limited to one aspect. No,
No, it's not.
it goes, it's uh, a variety aspects that it can apply to. So yeah,
Yes.
so the
So
topic
I'm glad you made that disclaimer because the first thing people be ready to put it in is the aspect of a man and a woman.
right.
No, relationship. It means to relate,
Yeah,
how we relate, under one another. But go ahead though.
yes, ma'am. So yes, that's the topic. And you know, okay, before I read the definition, what do you think pride means? When you hear the word pride, what comes in your mind?
Well, when I hear the word pride, it makes me think of oneself highly, to put oneself above another, to be also mm, like arrogance. Another word that comes to me is like arrogance.
Mm,
Somebody overconfident.
mm,
You going into cocky, you know.
right.
So it's just to exalt oneself. That's really what, or to be for one to want to be righteous, a person that wants to be righteous, not easily to say that they're sorry or they're wrong, or humble. They're the opposite of humble.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Okay,
Well,
come on, because I want to hear this definition.
the definition of pride is a feeling of deep pleasures or satisfaction derived from one's own achievements, the achievements of those with whom one is closely associated, or from qualities or possessions that are widely admired. So it's like,
Okay, so possessions can make you be prideful.
yeah, yeah. So it's like if you win something or if you achieve something, it's like you get that feeling like, yeah, I did it. Like, yeah, I did this. I did this. It's like that puffing yourself up, like in your
Esteeming
achievement.
yourself, making
Yeah,
yourself high,
overly
exalting
esteemed.
yourself.
Yeah,
Okay, but
yeah.
what you say the beginning of that word was the
Uh,
beginning of the definition, and was that the only definition?
yeah.
Okay.
It's saying a feeling of deep pleasure or satisfaction, deep pride from one's own achievements, the achievements of those with whom one is closely associated, or from qualities or possessions that are widely admired.
Okay, so pride can also go into cockiness and arrogance.
Right,
Because he said a deep pleasure or satisfaction
right,
of
right,
oneself from something you've either acquired, something
mhm,
that you have, or something that you possess, or
right,
your achievements.
right.
Okay, so it's to exalt yourself or puff yourself up, and which to me can go into cocky and it can go into arrogance too.
Yeah, like
It's the
over.
opposite of humble.
Yeah, over esteeming yourself because like it is like a difference, between like self esteem, confidence, and being
Yes, it
prideful.
is.
So when I
Yes,
read this definition, it's like saying like you can esteem yourself, like pat yourself in the back, like yeah, I achieved this, but then there's a line, it's like a boundary that you don't think where you cross over, you can become overly esteemed, you could become overly prideful, where you
right.
take
So
your
it's a thin
achievements,
line.
right, where
It's
you
a
take
thin line between confidence and
cockiness.
arrogance and cockiness.
Yeah,
So
I mean,
confidence is more of a surety thing. So we can be confident and be assured. Because to
right,
me, confidence is more of assurity. I'm assured.
Right.
I don't need no outside assurance to feel like I'm worth it or to feel like I can do it. That's
Right.
just confidence. But when we're talking about you going into pride, you have a deep pleasure
Right.
to exalt yourself. And it can be
Exactly.
according to your possessions, according
Right.
to your achievements and what you have obtained.
Right.
So really pride has to do with okay, hey, that make me think though, for real. So can we say that pride is would you say that this is a form of pride when you have people who may come around and they always want to talk about, look at this and look at what I done, look at what I got. Look at
Yeah.
man, I did, hey, because I have talked to people, hey, serious, and it's not funny. And to me, it is a big form of pride. They'd be like, they might be good at something or doing something, and they be like,
Mm-hmm.
man, talking about some, man, I'm cold, I'm a bad, and it's just, and I be looking like, leave that up to someone else
Yeah. Let
to
somebody else
exalt you.
praise you and boast on you. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because when we do that and when we begin to esteem ourselves like that, it's
Right.
like you leave no room
For others to
for
do it. Yeah.
nobody else to do it. And for me, I ain't gonna lie to you, I straight be looking at it like, you got it, you don't need my help.
Right. Mm.
Hey, no,
Right.
for real, I didn't date men
Mm.
that have come and they have said to me like, man, your man fine, or I'm fine. I just be look, I don't say a thing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have nothing
Mm.
to say because you got this. So why do you
Yeah.
need
Because you
my help
already
in doing
see.
it? So I'm just saying, like, would that be a form of pride?
Yeah. Yeah.
For a person that is always constantly
Mm.
deflecting
Possibly.
things back to them and want to talk about how they this or how they that and what they can do, what they got.
Yeah, because it's
And I
like
feel like uh,
self-absorbed. Like you absorbing it all to yourself. It's like,
right,
yeah.
right, right. You don't need me to add and douse you with nothing else. You
Mm.
hear me? Because you dripping in it. You dripping it. I mean, because it is a pet peeve of mine. And I have told men that too. I be like, you got it. You don't need me. You don't need me to tell you that you
And
look
then
good.
And then that made me think of you just saying it. And it also made me think too in another aspect thing, prideful. It hinders correction. It blocks. It's like a blockage to correction. Cause like you just saying about your man, saying like your man is fine. And it's like and like you saying like, well, you got it. I ain't gotta say nothing else. It's like the
Yeah.
same thing with correction. When a person think they know it all or they got all the answers, it's like they block their ears to correction. And it's like you said like, well, I don't need to help you. You
You
good.
got this. You got this. And I
Yeah,
like that because that's another form of pride that kills relationships. You
yes,
know what I'm saying? When pride is on the scene in relationships, I'm so glad you brought that up because correction is very pertinent and it's very
yes,
important for all of our lives. For
yes,
anybody, nobody is exempt from being
mm,
correct. From the
yes,
baby, even all the way up to the elderly. You know what I'm
yes.
saying? And I feel like sometimes elderly people have a problem with this when it comes to kids because
Right,
that's a relationship too as well.
exactly.
You know what I'm
They feel
saying?
like since
And
they
it,
live long, since they got a long, since they live a real, got experience in a long age, they feel like they know it all, or like they can't
that's
be
because they're
teach.
older.
Right,
They exalt themselves.
right,
They exalt their power, which is prideful. They exalt themselves to think that a child can't tell you anything because you
right.
are older and you are, this age and you a kid who you think so. That is a pride that kills a lot of relationships.
Yes,
That is
yes,
like a top killer to me
yes, yes,
of pride when it comes to relationships, that correction. And the thing
yes.
about it is that if we all be humble and acknowledge that we
Mm,
all of us can be
trying
wrong.
to grow. Yeah,
Or
yeah,
you can make a mistake. You
yeah.
don't know if you being that we don't know everything, we should be humble to the fact of we can be corrected.
Yeah, or taught
And
something new. Yeah.
yeah, it happens in relationships. I'm talking about man and woman. Like I said, it
Mhm.
happens in children and adults. And I
Yeah,
feel like
especially
that's a
their
big
parents
reason,
too.
huh?
I say especially their parents too. Like
Yeah.
parents, not just like elders, like older people, but just like elders, like their parents thinking like, oh, like they'll tell them stay in the child place and stuff like that, and stuff like that.
I mean,
And,
but it is a truth to stay in a child's place. Now that's the different. It is a truth because that means the child is getting out of place. You're not being a child. You're trying to flaunt over to being grown and in a place
mhm,
that you should not be. Everything does
mhm,
have its role in its place.
right.
In that essence, that's what it makes me think. You know what I'm
Mhm,
saying? Now, I've seen parents use that in a sense of if a child is trying to correct them or tell them how they feel or tell them how that whatever it may be that's in error,
mhm,
um, that those are things that they could try to use to manipulate.
right.
That I'm a dog, you a child, stay in a child's place. No, no, that has nothing to do with the fact that this child is trying to point out to you that
Convey
you've
some,
made a mistake, you're in error, that you have did something wrong. That's
right.
just a form of manipulation right there.
Yeah.
And I believe that that's why the condition of a lot of parent and children relationships are the way that they are due to other things too, but it's a lot of pride going on because parents do things that are wrong. And
Mhm,
then instead of just saying, what, I'm sorry, my bad, please forgive me,
mhm,
and being a human
right.
and
Mhm,
being humble, many of them usurp their authority and power.
mhm,
And
I
then
like
that is walking in the realm of pride, you know,
right. I
because
like
you could be exalting yourself in your achievement that you are older and they are younger.
exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And it
Exactly.
kills relationship. It kills
Yeah,
the
you do.
relationship between you and your child,
You do.
and they feel like now they don't say nothing, they shut down, which is bad because
Yeah.
now that creates a whole nother effect, which is another topic. But
Yeah.
now they shut down, they don't want to talk, they just let you have it, just let you talk
Yeah.
because they already know that if they try to correct you or say something, that your pride is going to overdo the situation
Right.
and you're going
And
to
even
usurp
on the
your authority.
and even on the flip side too, like kids can also be prideful against their parents as
Yes.
well. It's also a flip side too, like, you know, on that as well. And I like when you said like just being human. I like that. Cause no,
Yeah.
for real, as a human, we it's inevitable that we're gonna make mistakes. It's inevitable because like you said, we don't know everything. So it's inevitable that we gonna stumble, we gonna fall in some aspect, in some area because we don't know everything, but we could be taught something.
We can, if you
Like
stay
that.
teachable. That's my
Yes.
thing. I tell people I'm teachable.
Yeah.
Even until I go into the grave, even until death, I'm teachable. I can listen. And then a child, hey, I'm telling you, I definitely listen to a child. I'm telling you because children are very smart. They express things differently and they communicate in a different way. But if you catch they drift and they draft, hey, these kids ain't dumb. Man, because I know my little daughter, she be saying some stuff, and I be looking at her like, girl, sometimes I have to laugh because she might not express it like I express it,
Mm-hmm.
but I get her drift and her draft.
Mm-hmm.
And it be through her observation. And she'll
Yeah.
come to me and be like, Mama, such and such and such and such. She'd be like, that ain't right. And she tell you why it's not right.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
me, if even in that we can use for, oh girl, you don't know. No, I listen and I be like, man,
Yeah.
that's so amazing that you are this age, but
Right.
yet you can tell,
Teach
you
me
can
something.
observe, and
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. Mm.
yeah, yes, I done had children teach me things that I did not know. So to me, staying teachable is very important, and to me it is a way that you can build healthier relationships because that's the thing,
Mm.
we all add something to something.
Yeah.
We all got something we can add.
Right.
So how could I be prideful, or how could I boast myself in against you to not want to hear you or be corrected?
Right.
No, no. So no.
Right. Yeah. And yeah. Pride can creep in a lot of ways. Like you mentioned manipulation, as far as like parents, how parents may try to use their authority in a manipulative way. No, that's a form of pride. lying is a form of pride and stuff like that. So it's so many ways you can become prideful,
And
in a
absolutely
relationship.
is.
And
And it
it's like,
kills it.
yeah, it does. It
It
does.
kills
So
it. People do it even in relationships with money. You feel like that, and I'm talking about between man and woman, even between friends. I don't care who it is. You feel because you have this deep satisfaction and to exalt yourself because you make more money than your mate or your friend
mm-hmm.
or your mother or your brother. You say, "Oh, I make," and I see these things all the time, and it's such a like. Most people try to say if you was to say something to a person of that caliber that's always talking about how much money they make. I make
Mm-hmm.
this and I got that, and
Mm-hmm.
like as it said through the things you acquire too as well. In the
Right.
definite, I got this, and boy, I make 50 something dollars an hour. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? I'm doing it like, and it's just like it's annoying.
Oh, for real. And go back to that first analogy, example, scenario that you use when you about your man when you said that your man be like, your man find it is. I'm sorry, y'all. That first analogy that you used when he was like, well, I ain't gotta do it for you, you got it yourself. It's like I can tell like it becomes annoying, even in that scenario. Like, yeah.
Yeah, it really is. To me, and then if you say something, the person want to say, "Oh, you hating?"
Right.
How? You
Deflecting,
know,
yeah.
I'm not hating. That's how they turn it around and say, "Oh, you hating, you mad," and they gonna make it about that. You mad because you ain't making this. It's just like no. It's just like, is that all you built off of? Is that all you have to offer in the conversation? Is that
Mm,
you'll always revert back to your money and how much? It's like annoying. Who wants to continue to hear? Now you have become like a broken record.
right.
You're constantly repeating the same thing over and over and over. Who wants to hear that?
And I like when you said that like when people do be like, and you hate it. So do you think pride is a gateway to manipulation? Because when you say that, it just made me think like when people do that, it is a sense of manipulation. Because I'm telling you, I'm correcting you about you don't gotta continue to front your money around, and yeah, you turn around and say I'm hating. So it kind of made me think like, man, pride can open a gateway to manipulation.
Yeah, because think about it. If a person is prideful, right,
Mm-hmm.
and he said a deep, then the definition start
Yeah,
off with a deep.
yeah.
It was one
Pleasure,
another word. Who?
deep pleasure and satisfaction.
Satisfaction. Okay. So this comes from a deep place. A deep place that could stem back to so many other things too,
Right.
because it depends on how a person broken this, or it can stem back to many things.
Mm-hmm.
But if that's coming from a deep place, people have been so prideful that they will go above and beyond just to keep that to exalt themselves, because that's what
Yeah,
it boiled back down to.
yeah.
You
Mm-hmm.
exalting yourself, you want to lift yourself up, think about, I ain't even trying to be funny. Hey, straight up, you see this type of stuff happen in political things,
Mm-hmm.
you see this type of stuff happen in the courtroom, you can see that form of pride that turns into manipulation, because you have this deep
Yeah.
urge for
Mm-hmm.
this satisfaction
Mm-hmm.
and this pleasure
Yeah, like that
to
power and
be lifted
authority.
up.
Mm-hmm.
People have killed people behind
Right.
pride, that kind of pride.
Yeah. Because that power and authority that they hold.
Yes, and
Yeah.
so now you go into the realm of manipulation. So yes, pride can definitely carry you into a place of manipulation, because, like you said, if I'm telling you, even as that friend, and I'm saying, well, you know what, you talk about your money all the time, and me, the kind of friend that I am, I'm gonna tell you, like, for real, that ain't even everybody's business.
Yeah.
Everybody
True.
don't need to know what you making, how you making. You know what I'm saying? You setting yourself up to become a toy. I'm gonna run it down to
Yeah.
you.
Wisdom. Right.
On why, like, and then for you to turn around and tell me that I'm
Hey.
hating, yeah, that's pure manipulation. You know what I'm saying? Because you still want this deep satisfaction and pleasure of exalting yourself. So you will make me seem like that I'm the one that's tripping
Right.
for telling you this.
I
So
mean, that's
yes,
the
pride
danger
can
of
turn into
pride.
manipulation in
Yeah.
so many fashions, in so many ways.
Yeah, no, that's the danger. But like I said earlier, you blocking correction. Somebody could be warning you of, like you just said, using wisdom, like you fronting all that money around, you making yourself look like a target. But yeah,
Yeah,
you in your puff upness and your arrogancy, blocking that correction, you ignoring the correction. So if you do become a target or something do happen to you, it's like, well, it's because of your pride. Somebody warned you. Somebody told you,
yeah.
and it made me
But your
think.
pleasure and your
Yeah,
satisfaction overrode what was being told to you. And you want to, and that's a hard lesson to be learned.
yeah,
And even down to that, that is a lot. Because I was thinking about this, right, on the topic of this pride. And
hmm,
it drove me to the thinking, like, when it comes between friends, man and woman, and all of that. This is a lot of time why relationships don't last, because it's a form of pride there. You know what I'm saying? People break up all the time as far as friends, man and woman, because it is pride there. Pride really does kill relationships in many facets, and a lot of time it boils down to you can't tell a person nothing, which
right,
that's a form of pride that really goes back to correcting. People will not admit they're wrong. That's
right,
a form of pride, because some people have a deep pleasure and a satisfaction of being righteous. You got people that want to be so righteous that pride will block them from even hearing anything that you have, because they just cannot accept that they're wrong.
right.
You know what I'm saying? So how can a relationship flourish if you dealing with a person like that?
Yeah,
Even between kids and parents,
it's like they
it's
lock they,
pride.
it's like they lock themselves in a one man cell, and it's like they shut the
Yeah,
game on themselves, and it's like they won't let nobody else have access to them or interest in them. And that's
yes.
mm,
And it's like, what is that? I don't know. It's just, it really kills. I label pride in the top three things that kill relationships.
mm,
Because really think about it. If people was not prideful and it was more humility running around, people would be more easily to be corrected.
yeah,
You got people
yeah,
on the street that can see, and I'm talking about, this is what is destroying the community,
mm,
relationships of all levels and dynamics and aspects. You can see I can see a youngster on the street and be like, and I'm seeing that they headed somewhere
mm-hmm,
to go and do something they don't have any business doing.
right,
And I'm like, hey, baby, come here. I'm like, look, please don't do that. Don't do that. Look, that's not gonna be good for you. I'm trying to help. And the pride will not allow me to relate to that person,
right,
because that child, a lot of these kids walk around that you can't tell them nothing.
right. People,
Yes,
yeah, so
yes,
agree. They
yes,
locked in
yes,
that they locked in that mindset. And then
yes,
even in the biblical aspect, in the Bible it even says that pride is the beginning of sin. So with that being said, it made me think, because when you say like pride is a top three thing that kill relationships,
it
it made
is.
me think it's like it's the inception, the beginning of it,
Yes, and then
of
it
the
birth, and then the Bible say pride comes before what?
afar.
Fall.
Yeah,
So look at that. Oh, come on, Lord. I thank you. Because for real, I really was thinking on this. And I'm like, pride kills relationships in all aspects. When you
yeah,
think of a man and a woman, you can't tell your man nothing, your man can't tell his woman
yeah.
nothing. And it's like, who you think you are? You think you my daddy, and this and that. A man can't admit that he wrong, a woman
Yeah,
can't admit that they wrong. All of that is pride. All
yeah,
of that, even kids. like I said, I try to tell this child, baby, don't go. This ain't my son. This ain't my child. I don't know them. I'm nothing. But I'm just saying, baby, look, don't do that because that
Yeah, that's
won't
the
it.
opposite.
And
Yeah.
then the child be, who, they get flipped at them. Oh, you think you ain't my mama. You did it.
Right.
Pride. That's pride.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I'm
She
saying?
said with pride being the opposite of humbleness because people not humble to receive. Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Yes.
ma'am.
Yes, it is.
Yes, ma'am.
Pride is the opposite of humbleness. Yes. Yes. Yes, pride would be the opposite of humbleness.
Yeah, and
Because,
then, I'm sorry, you
go
can go
ahead,
ahead.
sir. Go ahead, sir.
I was gonna say, yeah, and then too, like in relationships, in general, in relationships, pride, how, going back to prior to the inception in the beginning of the sin, even when you lying to somebody, that's a form of pride, or even when you manipulated, that's a form of pride. Like pride can creep in so many ways.
Yes.
Even in a man and woman, relationship, when a spouse cheat on another spouse, that's a form of pride. And it's like we gotta, yeah, it's like pride coming in many different ways and forms. And
Yes,
then,
it does. And it hinders. It
yeah,
hinders relationships. And then she said because people are not humble to
to
receive, and they're
receive,
not.
yeah,
A
yeah,
humble mind is a mind that has a willingness to listen and consider. The
right,
power, which I ain't finna go into that, but yes, because people not humble. So many people, even like I said, when it comes to man and woman, this
mm-hmm,
could be, I was really thinking this could be your whole quote unquote claim to be woman. Or woman, you're in whatever the case may be. But you prideful. Now this supposed to be your mate. And this go both ways. We ain't just blaming it on women or men. This go both ways, right? You got that mate that's trying to, or your friend. It can go both ways. Your mama, like I said, mama, child, daddy,
yeah.
child. It both ways,
Somebody you
right?
claim to deeply love, yeah,
Yes, that you have a relationship with,
shit with, right,
right? And the thing about it is everybody has this you can't tell me nothing mentality. Which, like you said, that right there is the beginning of the conception of pride.
mm-hmm,
Instead of understanding that if you got a woman that you really just your person, you consider to
right,
call them why would you not consider and listen to what it is that they have to say? If this is your son or your daughter or your mother or your father, even for the children, even children for the parents, why would you not listen and consider and these supposed to be people that love you?
mm, I like it, right,
So it's like there's a brokenness even in the mindset.
mm,
You know what I'm saying? It's something broken there where it's like a breakdown of can't nobody tell nobody nothing.
yeah, not even your significant other, not even
Not even
someone you
your
claim,
significant other. And that's crazy. I was
mm,
thinking on this. I'm like,
yeah,
you will sit up there and you will tell your woman or your man that's trying to tell you something
right,
that you are with that is supposed to have your best interest
right,
at heart, and they trying to tell you and you telling them, you ain't gonna tell me who you think you is. Why you talk? You
mm,
just a hater. You don't like my friend. You don't. And it turned into this instead of listening
right, and consider,
and
right.
considering
And even if you don't agree with them after, it's just that listening part. Humble yourself
and
enough just to
yes, and consider
enough to
why
just
or why
listen.
why you don't want to listen to your mama?
Mm, right.
Why don't you? I mean, these are questions we should ask. Why don't you want to listen to your daddy? Why don't you want to listen to your grandma? This your grandma. Now, don't get me wrong. Now, this is a whole nother topic. All parents are not right. All children are not right. We're not talking, but I'm saying the pride that runs around saying you can't tell me nothing.
Enough to right. Mm,
And it's your mama. Like, why would your mama want to tell you something bad?
wrong. Yeah.
That's pride that's gonna kill you and lead you down
Mm,
a road of destruction.
right.
Because most likely your mama and your daddy is telling you, like, don't go over there and hang with them because I'm
Mm-hmm.
telling you, them kids don't be up to no good. Them boys, them girls don't be up to no good. And
Right.
you so prideful, you won't listen and consider. And these are people that you claim that you supposed to love and supposed to love you, but you so prideful you don't want to listen to what it is that they
Mm-hmm.
have to say.
Right.
You won't listen to what your husband has to say, or you won't listen to what your wife has to say. It's just, and a lot of it is pride. People just feel like can't nobody tell them anything.
Yeah.
You
Not for
can't tell
real.
me nothing.
For
Who
real.
do you think you are? And this
Not
and
for real.
then this is why we are at the place that we are at, for real, in the world. Because can't nobody tell. Everybody's prideful. And everybody has a deep pleasure and a satisfaction to exalt themselves that they are right,
Mm-hmm.
and you are wrong. I mean, in so many aspects. Even kids do it to their parents.
Not
You
for
want to
real.
exalt yourself. You got this deep pleasure and satisfaction to exalt yourself that you
Or
are right and that they are wrong, that your parents
yeah.
is wrong. So I'm gonna go do
Yeah.
what I want to do because I know what I'm doing. I'm right. Like even the
Yeah.
man
It's like they
to the
become
woman.
adamant. It's like a form of
Yes,
animacy.
stubborn,
Yeah. Yeah.
stiff neckedness.
Okay.
Come
Okay.
on,
Well,
the
I got
word
a,
can keep going.
I got a good question then. So since, because earlier we was talking about self confidence, and we were saying like self confidence is like when you are sure about a matter. So a person hearing this who may like ask, how would you then separate self confidence from pride? Like how can you like because
Well, because okay, confidence is when to me, you have the facts on the matter.
mm,
Like me as a parent, when it goes back to
when you don't want to accept the truth. I believe even like if you don't want to hear the truth, I feel like first I feel like pride really
when you
comes
don't
in
even want to
and
listen.
yeah when you don't want to hear it, don't want to listen, yeah,
It's when you don't want to listen.
yeah,
It's when you self-righteous. I feel like I know. When like even people be prideful and thinking they know so much, and somebody be telling like, nah, man, the car don't look like that. It's like, yeah, it did, it did. It's like you don't want to listen. You are
yeah,
just exalting yourself. That's what pride.
yeah,
Pride is when you are exalting yourself against anything. I
yeah.
don't care what it is.
Like that
Like
man
you said,
yesterday.
anything what she say would probably be anything. Like you don't want to listen to nothing, because that's the beginning of humbleness, to at least consider.
Exactly.
To consider. Listening is powerful, and considering, that's a whole nother topic. It's powerful. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? But to go back to this with the confidence
Mm-hmm.
and
And
the
pride.
pride. Okay, I have children, and I had to learn this. I don't go back and forth with my kids.
Mm-hmm.
Period. Anymore, especially my older ones. You think you know so much, you know. I'm fine with that. I don't go back and forth with them, because you know why? I'm confident. I know if I'm sitting up here telling you, don't do that, baby, that's not gonna work. And I have a thing where I tell my kids, I did that for you already.
Mm-hmm.
It don't work.
Mm-hmm.
I done that already. It don't work. So
Mm-hmm.
I've gotten to a place that if I'm telling you and I see you and I'll be like, baby, look, don't do that. That's not gonna work. Don't go down that path. Don't mess around with that.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what you want to do. I don't say another thing. You
Right.
know
'Cause
why?
you already
Because I'm
presented it to
confident.
them. Yeah.
I'm
Right.
confident that I know and then I've learned too, I don't argue with people. When I'm confident and I know what I know, I'm assured.
Mm-hmm.
I don't argue with you after I tell you, after I listen, because I'm a listener, period. I love listening. You can learn
Mm-hmm.
stuff. And I
Not for
love
real.
learning.
Right.
So I will listen. I tell people all the time, I listen. Don't think that I don't.
Mm-hmm.
So I will listen, starting off with. But then if it's something where I know it's incorrect and I try to explain that to you and tell you why,
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying this and I know it to be incorrect and I see you don't receive, I got a confidence that shuts up too. Thank you, Lord. There is a confidence that I have that I don't argue. You see what I'm saying? Because,
Yeah.
see, pride could even make me be ready to argue with you because I want to prove how right I am. I got this deep pleasure and satisfaction to
No,
prove
no,
how
no.
right that I am. I'm going to keep going on and on and on. No, I ain't doing that. I had to learn. I real talk. Thank you, Lord, because this is my confidence have gotten so short over the last few years to where I don't even go back and forth with people. And
Yeah.
you know why? Because I'm sure.
Yeah. Now we strive.
Right,
Right.
right, my Alicia. Now we striving. And
Right.
that is pride. That's a form of pride that
Mm-hmm.
kill relationship. You striving, you want to argue. Arguing comes from pride. Because
Yeah.
why can't we shut up? Why can't we just say we agree to disagree?
Exactly.
Why are we still sitting here going back? See, this stuff that I will not do.
Right.
I will not go back and forth with you to prove and get my blood boiling. I'm upset. You just start saying all kind of stuff. Me, I don't do that. I'm mean what you say and say what you mean. But now my spirit is vexed.
She said,
Now I'm
right.
upset. You pour
Right.
all this bad energy into my spirit, and it's
Right.
like, no, I'm not doing that. So
Right.
I have a confidence now that if I know that what I know, I had to learn that even when I'm right, I shut up.
Yeah. Mm.
Period. I don't
Mm.
play. Yep. No. Clock it. Clock it.
Mm.
I
I
don't
like
play.
it.
I'm not going back and forth with you. We're not doing that. And
Yeah.
that's confidence.
Right.
See, confidence is assured. I'm sure.
Right.
I'm
So why
sure
gotta
I'm
keep
right.
going back and forth with you? Yeah.
You
Now
know,
you go
and
try it out
pride
and see.
will
Yeah.
make me argue with you.
Right.
Because and then ask yourself, why are you doing that? Why, if you know that you are correct, why are you, and you see that you're talking to someone that is adamant
Mm-hmm.
about being prideful, that they are right, why
Mm-hmm.
would you let pride rise up in you and then you start trying to have this deep pleasure and satisfaction to prove them wrong and you know you right, and if you just let it be
Yeah.
what it be, time
Now
gonna
you
prove
looking
all
like
things.
them. Now you looking like
Right,
them. Yeah.
time gonna prove all things. I don't
Mm.
do that. So I got a level of confidence now, and I thank God for it because it keep peace in my life. See, pride causes chaos too. It keep peace in my life to where I'm so confident that I'm not finna argue with you. I'm not
Right.
going back and forth with you. Are you
Right.
crazy? I'm
Right.
not doing that. I know I'm right. So why am I arguing with you? Why am I being so prideful? And now we heated. We arguing.
Exactly.
We spewing a lot of words. People are saying things. I refuse to live like that anymore. I will not live like that. In my confidence, in peace.
I like
But
that.
pride will have you arguing with people. And now you got two prideful people that are sitting here steady trying to, with this
Prove to
deep
the other.
pleasure and
Mm-hmm.
satisfaction of
Mm-hmm. To
exalting themselves to prove that
yeah.
they are
They
right.
right. Yeah. Mm.
Lord, take the wheel. I ain't
Mm.
playing like that.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
not playing
foolish.
like that
That's
anymore.
why that okay. That's why the also in the Bible it say, don't respond to a fool. Don't argue with a fool.
Don't argue. Right.
Mm.
Right.
Mm. Cause you
Because
don't look
guess
as
what?
foolish as
They
them.
are prideful and they are going to continue. Because at this point, for real, and see, all these things, pride brings out all these things. Now you were foolish, you were fool, and all these
Mm.
because you're prideful. You know what I'm saying? But confidence, humbleness, it walks in a certain mannerism where it has a confidence of its own. So
Yeah,
where it's like, I
sure.
don't have to do all of that. I'm
Yeah.
not
Mm.
going to do all of that. Are you are you crazy? Like that's how I mean, are you crazy?
Yeah.
Who finna sit here and argue with you? I don't do any of that anymore because God had to show me like just say what you say and move out the way.
Yeah.
Life has a way. Truth has a way. You know what I'm saying? To where it's like you don't have to fight for the truth. The truth fights for itself.
Mm.
Time proves all
Mm.
things.
Oh,
I
that
don't
is
care.
true.
It proved I've seen it happen over and over again. You know what I'm saying? So when I know that I'm messing around with prideful people, and I truly live my life like this on today. When I know I'm messing around with people that are prideful, I
Mm,
quietly, I no longer make a lot of noise. I quietly remove myself out the way. Because
right.
anything extra to indulge into a prideful person means I have to step into the realm of pride too.
Yeah, and it made me think of the scripture when it say, "Don't cast your pearls before
Before,
swine." Yeah,
right, that's
cause like
foolishness.
your energy, when you argue, when you waste your energy, your time, your resources, yeah, your breath,
Everything.
yeah,
Everything. And I'm not doing, and it kills relationships with that man and that woman. Why couldn't somebody shut up?
right.
Why are y'all so standing here being so prideful that y'all are going to continue to argue with one another? Like, I ain't lying, I've been there,
Mm,
I done that, but now
right.
I'm in a place, baby. First of all, I will have a king.
Mm,
Period. We will not do that. We
exactly.
why I finna sit up here and vex you like that? And if I see you in a place where you not trying to really hear what I'm saying, or that you may believe, can we just shut up? Can we be quiet?
Right.
Somebody. And I'm in a
Right.
place now that I live a life where I'll be the first to do that. With my kids, I'll be the
Right.
first to do that. I don't go back and forth with my kid. Not at all. My older kid, no, you think you got it, you got it. Matter of fact, I'm going to let you have it. You got it. I'm not doing that. I'm not finna vex us like that. I'm not even finna play a part in us becoming vexed like that and getting escalated to where we're upset and we're frustrated. I'm not doing that. Who gonna do that? Not me.
Yeah, that is a form of
A
humility right
friend,
there.
I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
Business, I'm not doing that. I'm learning to leave pride where it is at, because pride truly does frustrate relationships, and it frustrates situations, and it
Yeah,
messes
it
things up.
does. Mm,
It really does. So, I'm just in a place where pride ain't my portion.
I
You hear me?
like
I'll
that.
be humble.
Yeah. Nah,
I'll
for
be humble.
real.
You got it. You right. You got that off. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. That's all I be.
Yeah.
For
And then
real.
unfortunately, sometimes it take people to experience something to get that though. Or it takes,
Yeah.
it takes experience. And it made me think, just thinking about this topic, it made me think the story in the Bible about Samson, and how when his parents was trying to warn him of, not to mess with the other foreign women and stuff
Mm.
like that, but Samson being prideful,
He had a deep
basically,
satisfaction and pleasure to
right,
exalt himself, because he thought he was the strongest. Could
right,
nobody take him, but he wasn't stronger than that woman.
mm, right, mm,
Hey, yeah,
exactly,
pride causes calamity.
yeah,
It
mm,
causes chaos when you really examine pride.
yeah, yeah. Nah,
Yeah,
that's true. That is
I ain't
true.
messing around. Yep.
Yep, and pride costs.
Pride cost him. It cost
Mm,
him his life. It cost him to be, and it does. It
mm,
does. Hey, real talk. Pride does cost you. People have lost good people because they prideful.
right, right,
You have lost good people because you are prideful. Parents have lost relationships with their children because they are prideful. Children have lost relationships with their parents because it is costly. And that's costly because it cost Samson his eyeballs, his hair, and you standing up under this Coliseum chained to it.
right.
You was the strongest man.
You
Now
was able
look
to
at that.
defeat your enemies. Now you overtaken by your enemies because of
Period.
pride.
Because of pride.
Mm,
I'm telling you, it causes calamity, it causes ruin. And really, we got to get up out of that. We got to reverse that and stop. That's why the world is in the condition it is today.
mm-hmm.
Everybody knows better. Everybody's prideful. And look at
Yeah.
the condition of the world today. It's really lying in big ruins
It's
when
no
it
room
comes to
for
people.
improvement. Yeah, it's like stagnation. It's like,
Right,
yeah, you
right.
stagnated. in one position. There's no room for
Right.
growth.
And it's getting worse.
Right.
It's getting worse. Can't nobody tell nobody nothing. You know, everybody know. And then the sad thing about it is that it's a trick of the enemy because we all need each other. Like I said, with the mama and the child, with the man and the woman,
Yeah.
y'all need each other. I
Yeah.
don't care now.
That's
You might
supposed to
be
be
the
your
wrong
helpmate.
person.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Your mom and your daddy is the ones supposed to train you up, raise you.
Yeah.
You need them.
Right.
What are you talking? They gonna teach you.
Right.
But if you prideful, you can't get it. Just like the man and the woman. Why are y'all acting like this?
Yeah.
It's crazy. Why can't y'all get it together?
Right.
And like I said, look, be the first. I've been there. I
Mm-hmm.
done it all. You know, I was a prideful woman in some things. But to failing to understand is that no, I need you. And that's why you got men and women walking around on today. They don't understand each other. It's a constant fight, a constant battle, and I don't get it. It's like y'all can't live with each other, but you can't live without each other. Even with the parent and the child, you can't live with each other, but you can't live without each other. That's because that's the way life is. I need you.
Exactly.
You know, my husband, I need you. What are you
Yeah.
talking about? You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? But you need me. Man
Right.
and woman, y'all need each other.
Right.
This is not an option.
We
Y'all
compliment
need
women.
each other. So what is all the pride about? It's foolishness. It's because you want to be exalted. You want to be right. You want
Yeah.
to be running it. You want to, and it's just like, look at y'all. Now look at y'all. Y'all bitter, resentful, broken-hearted. Now you don't like men no more. You don't.
Yeah. Hey, and I like that one live that we did. It was about I think it was about about like parents or something. But it was one live that no, it was about relationships. And then you had brought up a good I like what you said when you was like about serving one another. Like when a man and a woman when they serve one another, it leaves no room for for like problems to occur. Cause it's like
Because we too busy serving each other. So
right,
what's like?
complimenting what we lacking, what each one of us is lacking, where you fall
No,
short.
it compliments.
Yeah,
Like, I don't know. Even with that though, to be a server, you gotta not be prideful.
yeah, exactly. Yeah,
A
yeah,
servant is not prideful. They gotta be humble.
right.
But most people, I ain't serving you. I was even thinking about that. I'm telling you, like I was really thinking on this topic and just considering it that how even and I'm talking about children, parents, man, woman, cousin. You got people that is prideful that they steady be trying to put on for people. Okay, we'll say like a child and a parent and a man and a woman, right?
Mm-hmm,
Okay, you got a man or a woman, right?
mm-hmm,
Could maybe think of because you talking about serving, but serving causes humility, right? It
mm-hmm.
causes for humility for you to be a servant. And
Right.
then you got men or woman that or son or daughter and parent that are prideful, even with how they treat a relationship. Over anybody they're in a relationship with, from parents, kids to man and woman, right? Like
Mm-hmm,
men to put on, like Lord, let me say this because I want to say this exactly how I was thinking about it. Like how pride shows up in a relationship, where to the fact to where a man and a woman may be, uh, like they get in front of their friends. They get in front of their friends, right? And instead of showing their vulnerability to your mate, even with kids and parents, because they be showing off for their friends,
mm-hmm.
and to get into their vulnerable state, a woman or a man, because they be too busy trying to put on, oh man, forgive her. I ain't such and such. That's all on her, or that's all on him.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm outside, I'm this. And that instead of being vulnerable, like people are prideful and even showing vulnerability towards their parents or respect in their asses, like kids with their friends. Instead of showing that you a child that respects your parents
Right.
and that you honor your parents,
Yeah.
you have this deep
Escalating at
satisfaction
the end.
and to exalt yourself like, man, please, I do what I want to do. My mama and daddy can't tell me nothing.
Mm-hmm.
And it goes abroad even with men and women in relationships. Men be showing out because they don't want to show that they're vulnerable to their
Right.
man, which is a form of pride.
Right. No, it is. For real.
To exalt yourself that I ain't no woman telling me nothing, or women
Yeah.
can't no man tell me nothing. I don't
Yeah.
submit. The foolishness. And it's
Yeah.
like, look at y'all. So I hope that makes sense. Like the level of pride that kills relationship. Now you about to lose. Now your mom about to put you out. Now you in the worst state with your parents, and
Yeah.
now you in the worst state with your mate, whether it be man or woman, because you too prideful and too busy trying to show that can't nobody tell me nothing.
Right.
I ain't finna be vulnerable with that man. I ain't finna
Mm.
be vulnerable with that woman and tend to my woman or tend to my man because I'm too busy showing and being prideful that ain't no woman got me on no lockdown like that. Ain't no man got me on. Can't no man tell me nothing. He ain't gon' what?
Right.
I'm like,
And it's a
who?
sense of pride too, because they do that because they don't want to be clowned by, or they don't want to be looked different, by
Yes.
their friends. That's a form of pride in itself. Because just hearing that, it made me think like if a woman is submissive to a man, she go tell a friend like, yeah, I'm submissive to my man, and I, like basically tell him
And
like
ain't
she's
even
submissive.
telling, baby. You gonna show.
Yeah, and then the wrong friends or the wrong people, they'll try to clown her for that and stuff like that. So it'd be like it's like a pride, they keep people from, like you
That's
say,
what I'm
showing their
saying. That's
vulnerability.
what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
yeah,
Being the best unto their family or being the best
yeah,
unto their mate, which is their family supposed to be,
right,
because you too busy trying to show. Can't nobody tell you nothing. Like what?
right,
First of all, you need to be humble and confidently move yourself away from people that even think like that.
mm,
Because you
right,
should be assured you're not my kind of people. Because
mm,
baby, please, girl, go take care of your man.
right,
I'm just saying, if it's a woman, I'm telling them, go take care of your woman. What do you mean?
right,
That's your
mm.
woman. And it's just foolish, and then it just breaks the cycle of life. And
Yeah, it
then
does.
this why, yeah, it does. And look at the world. To have a conversation about marriage or to have a conversation about listening to your parents or your kids,
Yeah,
it's like, if to listen to it, because I have listened to it, I've
yeah.
heard
She said,
conversations where people talking about they don't want to be married.
right.
Parents is kid, I don't want my kids. My kids could get out, and the kids is I do what and it's just like what?
Yeah, foolishness, like you said. Yeah, she said, I feel them haters is staying down a female about being submissive to their men.
Period.
That's why she said you should humbly remove
Humbly
yourself
with
from,
confidence,
yeah, with
remove
confidence.
yourself because you
Yeah,
assured that baby y'all lost. Because
y'all
baby,
not
I'm
my
telling
right
you,
company.
I'm Jesus Christ,
Yeah,
let me tell you something. Period. Ain't nothing you could, because at the end of the day, girl, and I thought about it, because I'm like, at the end of the day, even with a child, you need a house to go to. You need a
mm,
home to be at. Yeah, you cool hang around your boys and all that, but no, you want that room and that bed and all, but you can't listen. So it's like, and then for that man and woman, you doing all that, but you ain't finna lay down with your boys, is you?
right.
Who want to go home and be laying out with a bunch of hardbacks
Mm,
and women with a bunch of, unless you do what you do, but in this respectable place, who
mm-hmm,
want to?
exactly.
Period. Like, come on. Like, it don't even add up. And then that's when you have a lot of what I call unnatural behaviors that begin to happen. And now you got people running around talking about marriage ain't a thing anymore.
Mm,
People get married, and then you got people running around, kids running around. I raised myself and I was outside 9 to 5. And it's just like, oh my goodness.
yeah,
Look at because
yeah,
of the pride.
yeah, not for real.
Because the pride. It is a killer. It is a show enough killer of
Yeah,
relationships. It kills them. It poisons them. It taints them. When all it takes is some humility. And the humility is just listen.
Yeah.
Listening is powerful, man. People really don't understand. Listening and consideration is very powerful.
Right.
What do you mean I'm with my man and he can't tell me anything?
Right.
Then we don't need to be together. Like
Exactly.
I mean, let's
You
make it
got
make sense.
yourself. Yeah. Yeah.
What you mean? I can listen to my mama.
Right.
Is you crazy? And I'm
Even
still
at an
talking about
older
the age
age.
that I'm at.
Yeah. Yeah.
What are
Because
you
a lot of
talking about?
kids feel like when they turn 18 or a certain age, like, I do as I please. Yeah.
That's a
Yeah.
disease within the community too as well.
Yeah. Please. Yeah.
You know? No, 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 no. No. I can listen to my mama, my daddy, until I die. What do
For
you
real, because
mean?
you
They
can walk
always
for
got
real.
something they can tell me. I can listen to anybody. I will sit on the corner with the bum and listen to the bum.
No,
I'm
for
not
real.
prideful.
For
What do you
real.
mean? And just because what you look, I gotta do it. Should I have a deep appreciation and satisfaction to exalt myself to think I'm better than him because of
For
I
your
got a car
situation.
and I
Yeah.
got a house and I got no, you missed it. That's pride
Right.
right there. I have
Mm,
did it. I will sit down and talk to the poor,
mm,
smelling and everything. I don't even focus, but see, sometimes because we so prideful, we focused on how they smell. You better catch this conversation, catch
catch the
this
truth.
draft.
Yeah.
Ah, because they might got something they can tell you.
Oh,
Teacher,
for
it
real.
might be the answer you was looking for, or something
Yeah.
you was looking for because you just don't know. But if
Yeah.
you so prideful to think that they ain't got nothing to tell you because they condition, you missed it. You missed it. And that's how they treat kids. I listen
Mm.
to the little bitty kids. Kids will blow your mind.
Oh, for
Smarter
real.
than all outdoors.
For real.
Baby, please. They kids are very exciting.
Yeah.
Very
Yeah,
make me
observant.
think colorful. They're very colorful.
Mm.
Real talk. They're
Yeah.
not dull. They have a lot to say, a lot to offer.
Yeah.
Straight up. I listen
Yeah.
to them too. I will sit down and talk to them too. And they might not word it like we, but I'm telling you, they be having something to say.
No, for real.
Real talk.
No,
Period.
mm, mm.
I will listen. I will listen and I will consider. Now, once I've considered and I've coming up with a verdict and I know with a surety that confidence that I'm sure of what it, I'm gonna move accordingly. But
Right.
now I listen to anybody and I will consider. And one thing too, thank you, Lord, because for bringing that to me, because I'm a person too that if you come and say something to me, especially, and this is why I say when it talk about relationships, even at a job, I don't care wherever that I'm at. And if you come to me and you come talking respectfully, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because that's the beginning of, listening. The people need
Mm-hmm.
to know how to talk to people, but
Right.
you come respectfully and you tell me something, I will listen. And when I say I will listen, I truly consider, I think about it.
Mm-hmm.
I meditate on it to
That's
see,
good.
what are they saying? What are they trying to tell me? If what they're trying to correct me on, is it correct? Is
Right.
it something that I missed? I mean, truly, I will. And I
Mm-hmm.
tell people this all the time. To know me is to understand. I tell people to me, I listen.
Mm-hmm.
Even when you think I'm not, I listen.
Mm-hmm.
Real talk. Because listening, man, I'm telling you, it opens some
It
doors.
saves your life. Yeah.
It brings some understanding. Yes, it does. Real talk. Because we need each other.
Exactly.
Don't nobody got it all together. It's something you
Yeah.
got that I need. You know what I'm saying? If I just listen and not be prideful, but I will listen and consider and meditate on the matter. And I will come back and tell you. And if I'm wrong, I'll be like, you know what? I got exactly what you're saying. Forgive me.
Mm-hmm.
I truly, honestly, genuinely did not know, but I do get what you're talking about. Or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, or I'm going to come back and tell you, like, no, and I tell you why I say no. I'm going to have a reason for
Yeah.
why I say no. I'm just not going to say no on it. But
Right.
I will
Mm.
listen. I will
Right.
listen. We
Now it's
have
up
to
to the other
start.
person to be humble enough to receive it.
Mm-hmm. I will
Mm.
listen. And it have brought me a mighty long way. And I have learned many things just by listening. You know, and I have been very prideful too in relationships. I
Mm.
have been prideful too, stubborn. 'Cause that's another form of pride,
Mm.
but that ain't my portion no more. Because all of that stuff bring death when you really get to examining it,
Yeah. Oh, for
you
real.
know.
Yeah,
Well,
caution.
yeah, it does. Pride, stubbornness, ego, cocky, it really brings death. And it's really ugly traits. It really is. But first, in order to not be prideful, you gotta first understand the benefits and why it's so crucial to
I got a
listen.
question. I got a question, but I think, well, I'm gonna ask the question and then I'm gonna, after you answer, I'm gonna say what I thought. So, like, how do you think, oh, okay. How do you think, a person can become, like, how do you think kids learn how to become prideful? Like, do you think pride is taught? Like, it can be
It
taught?
can be. It can be. Pride can be taught. Mhm. But
Like,
it can
in the
also come
behavior?
from within. It depends on the character of a person, the personality of a person. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
it can also come from the environment of like not say that it to be taught like a person's upcoming or their upbringing.
Yeah. Like a learned
It's
behavior.
many things that lead to the road of pride.
Mm.
It's many things that lead to the road of pride. And that's why we should be very, um, very intentional on considering and examining ourselves. You
Yeah.
know, and that's
Yeah.
how we could, because pride creeps in so subtly.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sometimes it's a subtle thing. It's not just like boom. It's the subtle things that creeps in that cause us to be prideful. And like I said, people are prideful. I talk, my God, and Lord, I can't even get it out because just thinking about it be like, oh Lord, help these people,
Mm.
because it's like a pet peeve, like a person that constantly, when you're having a conversation, they constantly want to make it about them.
Damn, yeah.
That's pride. That's a deep gratification, like pleasure and satisfaction of exalting yourself. And they want to talk about what they got and how they,
Mm-hmm.
and it's just like, my God, it's very agitating and aggravating, and it's,
Yeah.
it's overbearing, and it's unattractive. I mean,
Yeah.
for me,
Yeah.
a prideful person is unattractive.
How you can start off a conversation about just anything, and then any conversation they can relate it back to themselves.
Yes,
Yeah,
in any part of it. You're like, oh, just like and it's just like and that's how
yeah,
pride acts. It acts as
mm,
an I factor,
mm.
the big I, and put a few more eyes on it.
Mm,
But yeah, so it's like many ways it creeps in, and that's why we have to examine ourselves.
yeah,
Make
daily and be
sure,
open to listen. Yeah,
I mean, it's a time and a place to have a conversation, and the conversation could be about the person, but it's like every time I talk to you, you're always talking about you,
you right. Mm,
or you make it about you. It don't matter if I start the conversation, I'm talking about myself, and you be, oh, and I'm talking about I. It's not funny, but it happens a lot in
no, it
today.
really do. It really do. When you
People,
really sit back and observe and consider, it really does.
people are really
Yeah,
into themselves.
oh, for real.
And that's another barrier. I'm serious, that kills another form of pride that kills relationship. People be in relationships and they be all about themselves.
Mm.
That's crazy.
No, it is.
It's dysfunctional and
Cause,
toxic within
cause
itself.
relation is to relate with one another. Yeah. So it's
You
like you
know what I'm saying?
breaking in. It's like
I don't get it.
you making the word become alive because you're not related to that person because it's
Yeah,
all
you
about
not. You
you.
related to you. How you
Mm,
talking
mm,
about
mm.
moving in with this? Even living in a house with somebody, but you want the house to look like you want it to look.
Right,
They have that's prideful, and that's all about you.
right.
And that's
No
the kind of stuff that.
consideration.
And then when they say, "Oh, don't worry about it, I'm just gonna move out," you like, why? What's wrong? Did I do something? And it's the simple thing that you want to make the house all about you, to the fact that
Right.
they just want to remove themselves out of
Mm,
it. Because where are they in this situation? In the simple thing of a house.
right.
You see what I'm saying? People don't,
That's
and you
already
have,
better.
and it's a very bad thing. And people, and this is a sense of, true humbleness and a false sense of humbleness. Where people, allow that to happen. And even though it be bothering them, on the inside and stuff like that becomes a problem down the road. And
Mm,
wait till that big old situation come in, that argument. It be like, just like when we moved in this house, you know what I'm saying? What did you ask me that I want? Everything I want, you said no. But everything, this your house.
right. Mm,
No,
mm,
it's funny, but
mm.
serious.
It kills
Because in the
relationship. It
process
really
of
does.
putting it together, it was a big I factor. You didn't
Right.
have no consideration
Grand Rising,
for
brother.
to relate
Right.
to the person that you were building the house with.
Mm,
Pride, I'm telling you, it kill. And if we gotta humble ourselves, if we want to build better relationships with people and have a better understanding in relationship, we must exclude pride and we must examine the many ways of how pride is brought in a relationship. You know,
mm,
if you
mm,
really want to be successful in the relationship,
mm,
and,
mm.
and I even tell people this is like even with men and women, and a lot of times, I sit back and watch single people and they like, oh, I want to be with somebody. I want me somebody, I want me some. And it's like, in order to get into a relationship, you got to understand, and it's for any relationship, it
Mhm.
can't be your way and how we want
Wait,
all the
wait.
time. So we
You
should
gotta
be
sometimes you
cautious and
gotta
be cautious.
compromise. Yeah.
Yes,
Sometimes you gotta take
yes,
the back seat. Sometimes you gotta let
yes,
them be right even when they wrong. Sometimes, yeah.
yes, yes, yes. If it's not worth it, but you can't bring in, okay, you might be with somebody and they like going to watch wrestling. You don't like wrestling. You ain't know, but don't be prideful to bring the pleasure and the satisfaction to yourself by exalting yourself for how much you don't like it and
Yeah.
don't want to do. No, you humble yourself because it's
Yeah.
not about you. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
And I like when you say it's not worth when you say especially when it's not worth it. It made me think even about the relationship of the community on how, especially the young generation, on how pride can creep in, where somebody can step on your shoe, and then you be ready to kill somebody. Like
Yeah,
they, yeah, pride. They definitely a way of pride, and it's
over
like
your shoe.
yeah, and it's like pride. It won't allow you to see things clearly. Just thinking about that, it kind of made me think like I don't find it strange like, when Simpson when he was being prideful and when they took his eyes out, and it kind of made me just think like how pride it can cause you to not see the bigger picture.
It
So I don't
does.
know,
It
it just
does.
kind of made me think
Yep,
like,
it does. And that happens a lot in relationship between parent, child, man,
mhm,
woman, relate. I don't care.
yeah,
Because the parent can't see the bigger picture or the child can't see the bigger picture. And
right.
pride usually a focus on what I.
Mhm.
It is a bigger picture because it's a collaboration. It have killed relationships because you
Yeah,
was too
yeah.
adamant talking about you instead of trying to understand where your mate is coming from, what they are saying, why it make them feel like that, how it make them feel like that. You
Mhm.
got people that is so prideful that it be like, well, that's how you take it. But me, I don't see it like, putting it back on them, making it about them. So
Yeah.
I'm
Exactly.
telling you, like, we have to be very cautious and careful on how we relate, and we
Yeah.
gotta still keep pride out of the picture because it destroys relationships more than
What
we
do we
understand.
like me? I'm gonna look
It
up the name.
kills.
Yeah.
It kills how we relate to one another. And that's why we can't get no soundness in
Exactly.
relating to one another because the pride is right there. It's like the elephant in the room that people will not address. And then I've
Mm.
seen people, you even child relation. When I say this, it's for whoever. And after you done being prideful, now you out the relationship, or you didn't. Now you see it.
Mm-hmm.
You could have been seeing it. You just
Right.
didn't want it.
And
That was the problem right there.
and
You didn't want
rectified,
it,
yeah. And the product couldn't have been solved. So he
and you
ain't
would have
had to go
seen
that
it.
far.
Right. And you would have seen it if you would have listened and considered.
Okay. So this the definition of the word relate. They got two definitions. I'm gonna read both of them. The first definition is say make or show a connection between, and then the second one say feel sympathy with, identify with. Not like that, especially just
See,
hearing.
go back to listen and
Yeah,
consideration. You do that,
yeah,
you can feel sympathy for and
yeah,
connection with and all those things. But if you prideful, pride has nothing to do. Matter of fact, it's almost like the opposite of relate because it's exalting oneself.
exactly.
So how
So
can
you
you
ain't got
relate?
no sympathy. Yeah, you ain't got no room for sympathy. Oh,
You
it's like you
hear me?
become numb and paralyzed
To
today.
anybody else's but yourself. And that's what happened. Hey, that's what happened. That's how kids feeling, parents feeling, the man feeling, the woman feeling.
Yeah,
Real no connection.
right,
And that's what's scary to me because it's like we can't live without one another.
right.
I can't,
Mm,
I mean, kids, man, woman, we can't live without one another.
exactly.
But yet I cannot relate to you. Right, you put yourself before
Yeah,
others all the time when it come to pride. So come on, like how and oh my God, and I mean that is exactly how we live. That is exactly how we live, and it's all we. I say society lives in a dysfunctional way when it comes to
yeah.
relationships. And
And
they
you can reach it.
normalize it
Yeah,
every day, all day. The stuff that I hear,
yeah,
it be breaking my heart, but it can't be my portion. I refuse to believe it because I know that this is not the truth. This is
right.
dysfunctional
Yeah,
behavior that is filled with a lot of pride.
yeah,
I've heard people, I don't need nobody. I ain't never getting married. I don't need my mama. Them kids can go on and whatever, let them, what?
yeah.
I need my posterity. I need my lineage. I need
Right,
my children. What do you say?
right, mm,
No, I can't be that prideful just off forget them. Now it gets
right,
to a point thing listening. You gotta let them be where they at. But I pray.
right,
As for me, I pray.
right.
Yahweh, come on. You know what I'm saying? But all that, put them out. They need to go. I don't need no man. I don't need no way. Like I'll be shocked. Like how can women run around saying you don't need no man? How can men run around saying you don't need
I
no
don't know
woman?
when.
Like that
Yeah,
is the stupidest,
yeah,
prideful thing that I've heard.
mm,
How can you be saying you don't need your mama?
right.
My mom, my dad, they dead to me. Now it's some situations, like I say, parents ain't always right, kids ain't always right, man.
Yeah,
Like, but at the end, I need you.
right.
No,
We need that
that
connection. Yeah, we need
I
that
need that
sympathy.
connection. What are you
Yeah,
talking about? No, I need you. Like, no. And but you know what? That comes from a place of humbleness. See, I
mm,
had to learn to get some understanding because I was one of them women through dysfunction, toxic stuff. They was
mhm,
walking around. I don't need a man for one thing and this and that. The devil is a lie. He's a lie. He
right.
lied.
Yeah,
No.
yeah,
What do you mean? I need you. I'm naturally, through nature, attracted to you.
right. Mm,
And we are. Man and woman is. So how you run around talking about you don't need it? even parents and children. So how you run around talking about you don't need your mom and your daddy and your kids?
Yeah,
What?
I like that. I like when you say that I'm naturally attracted to you. I like it.
Natural.
'Cause, yeah,
Yeah.
naturally.
It's the
Yeah,
nature of life.
yeah.
What do
We
you mean?
naturally feel sympathy. Yeah, now, and then
Right.
go back to what you just said too, how this world is becoming unnatural. Because it's like
Yes.
now, like you say, desensitized.
There
Like no
you go.
sympathy.
And they
People don't.
making up a system, but it's so toxic
Mm,
and dysfunctional. And now you got everybody don't respect nobody. And it's
right.
so sad because
Mm,
every day parents and children are attracted to one another. Every day
right.
man and woman is attracted to one another. So how are you that woman walk by, that man walk by, like they fine, but now you know what they say, their pride, come on
Mm,
Yahweh, they pride say, I don't need them. I just want to hear her. She can come and do this, and I don't need him. He can give me some money and what?
mm, yeah.
And now you sitting over here living this
Desensitized.
heartbroken life that you faking. You faking the
Mm,
life.
right.
You now y'all done went and made up some new stuff and it ain't working. It's toxic. And now that's why it's so many broken homes. Now that's why it's so much lack of respect for one. I mean, it's crazy. It's
Mm,
unnatural. And man and woman normalize that today.
you do.
They normalize that. You know what I'm saying? And
Mm,
I'm just like, that's crazy though. That's crazy. But if people really be serious, I don't care what people talk about. You can't fool me.
hmm,
When you go like that, even for that child, you miss your mama. Stop playing.
yeah.
You miss your daddy. Stop
Right.
playing, parents. You miss your child.
Right.
Stop playing. Look, you miss, man, stop
Just be
playing.
vulnerable.
You
Yeah,
don't want
yeah.
to be, so you mean to tell me you don't want no soft woman to come home to this cook, clean, whatever, and just be that woman, be a woman.
Right.
You don't want that woman. Stop playing. You don't
Right.
want that man to come and you can lay up. What
Yeah.
are you talking?
Embrace.
You
Yeah.
lying.
Right.
Y'all are lying out here now. That's
Yeah.
what's going on. And y'all are making it, normalizing it, and making it like, oh, this is the norm. No, it ain't my norm.
Hmm.
I'm gonna be the first. Let me humbly
Yeah.
tap out
Right.
because that's not my story.
Right.
No, mm-mm. Baby, I'm attracted to you. I'm attracted to my kids. I love them. What are you
Yeah.
talking about? I'm very attracted to them.
She said at the end of the day, we still need each other, but we still
Yes,
needed something from them.
yes,
Because we still need something from them.
yes. There you
Yeah.
go. We need something.
Yeah.
Ah, baby, I'm attracted. I'm attracted. I'm attracted to my mama. My dad, I don't know what you
Yeah.
talking about. My
Yeah.
brothers, siblings, aunties, uncles. Now that we can get into another situation. No, they ain't all right. But now you gotta learn how to differentiate, separate, and put. But please,
Right.
I'm
In
attracted
respectable
to these
places.
things.
Yeah.
Good morning. I'm attracted to these things. I
Mm-hmm.
will not lie to you. Yes, I'm
Yeah.
attracted daily to them.
Right.
Period. Hmm.
Not for real.
And my pride is not finna divide me and separate me from that and
Sabotage
lie to
again.
me.
And sabotage your relationship.
Period. It ain't finna kill my relationship.
Right.
What do you mean?
Mm.
I let my kids know all the time, I need you. I love you. What are
Yeah.
you talking about? You dope. You awesome. I'm so glad you bring an awesome to my life. What are you talking about? When
Right.
I have a man, baby, he gonna feel every day how I thank you. I need you. What are
Yeah.
you talking about? And see, this is why I ain't so quick to jump into no relate, because it's so much dysfunctional out here. But
Yeah.
baby, when he comes, what do you mean? He's well respected
Mm-hmm.
in front of everybody. The world gonna know. But I'm
Right.
looking for the same energy back.
Right.
But being that I know
Reciprocation.
it's a lot of that, you gotta move very circumspect, but it ain't gonna make me become prideful. No,
Right.
that man out there. And baby, when they gonna be like, man, your woman, yeah. Because it's intentional. I
Right.
need, we gonna set the trend here.
Right.
We're gonna be
Naturally we
trendsetters.
do unless we work taught otherwise through life. She said at the end of the day, we all still desire family and love.
Yeah,
Naturally we
yeah.
do. Unless we were taught otherwise through life. Mm.
Oh, come on now, my Alicia. Stop playing. And that's what's happening. That's what happened. We naturally within nature is
Yeah.
set up like this. I have never seen a child come into the world and be trying to push themselves away from their parents. Matter of
Yeah.
fact, they cling to them.
Yeah.
They are attracted
Yeah.
to them. They
Naturally, they
want
have
them.
sympathy.
Naturally, they
Yeah.
love them. The
Right.
parent, naturally, that's my baby.
Right.
Naturally, I'm attract. Naturally, I'm gonna protect you. Naturally,
Yeah.
I desire you. I love
Yeah.
you. But now we have it to where it is being taught the unnatural way through
Yeah.
life. Ah, we don't need let them do whatever they want, girl. Nobody care what them kids doing. Let them kids do whatever that they want to. And then the kids, man, they can't tell me nothing, man. I'm grown. I do what I want. I'm
Yeah.
outside. I'm this. Because this is being taught.
Yeah.
This is the
We
reversal of
being
things that is being
influenced.
taught in the
Yeah.
place that we have pridefully reduced ourselves to. And now you got men, don't need her, don't give her no money, don't take her, don't do it. And I mean, don't get me wrong, we could break these conversations down and go into technical aspects, but this is
Mm-hmm.
the overall gist of the pride that's going on. Then you got the women. Yeah, these men ain't nothing, they don't do that, period. All they do is it, and then it's just a big old mess. And now a bunch of pride in the way. And now they are teaching a different life. I
Mm.
I man, I
It's
talk
so
to people all
natural.
the
Yeah.
time, man and woman, kids, all that, cause we gotta restore back the right way. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? We gotta
Yeah.
restore back the attraction,
Yeah.
that good attraction.
The connection,
Period.
the sympathy, yeah, especially when you was just talking about kids and how they cling to their parents. They naturally, even no matter,
Yeah,
you can yell at your child,
whoop
they'll
them,
come right back to you and be like, I
and you
love you,
will to
mom.
them.
Yeah, yeah,
Come
yeah,
on, it's an attraction there. But
yeah.
then when pride starts stepping in and pride get in the way,
Your
then
heart
the
is your
child
heart.
or the parent, there you
Yeah,
go. You harden your heart. And
yeah,
now that pride will now got parent and child in a place of a deep pleasure to
mm,
satisfy themselves and exalt themselves through being right, material
yeah,
things, and all those things that he's talking about. Now you got the parent like that. So what we got? We got a standoff.
man, right,
And now it's a war. Now
man,
you created a hostile environment.
yeah,
Now both is in a place where there's no penetration, but
right.
them to get through. So then what happens? Now it's a standoff,
Yeah, yeah,
you know? And now it's separation. Now it's a fight. But you know the dangers, oh Lord, that's a whole another topic too. The dangers of pride, man, I'm telling you, it skews your perception. And then you can't perceive. I'm
yeah,
serious. It does. Pride messes you up. It hinders
yeah.
growth. It hinders relationships. It just hinders in so many ways. And then for real, prideful people don't even want to be around.
No, for real, like, oh, for
No,
real.
I done met people and people it's not funny, but it be so true when people be like, man, then a person leave, a prideful person leave, or a person is filled with pride, they leave, and then be like, man, they get on my nerves, man. Every time they straight don't want to be in your presence
Man,
because your presence is so big. You got enough of your own presence that you really don't need the
right,
presence of nobody
right.
else.
You don't leave no room or space for another. Yeah.
Yeah, present.
Mm,
Period.
mm,
So yeah, pride is deception. It's deception and it deceives. It
yeah,
deceives and it stunts growth. It kills
yeah,
relationships.
it
People
does.
don't want to talk to you, and people don't even want to be around you. For real, because I know I don't. I don't expediently. I don't. So, you got anything, Tater?
No, I really, I really like this topic. I'm glad we having this conversation. No, not really that I can think of. But that's really food for thought, though. It,
Mm-hmm.
especially about how you can learn a lot from children. You can learn. you can learn humility from children. I don't know,
Yeah.
that really stood out to me too. Like thinking
Yes.
about how the definition of relationship meaning to connect, and then I like the second one where it says sympathy, and it just make me think like, man, if you ain't got sympathy, you ain't got nothing. And it's like you become selfish, you become, to your own self. So I really like this. It's really thought provoking.
Yeah.
Thought
Yeah.
provoking.
And I want to encourage everybody on today. Listen, if you are a prideful person, let today be the beginning of you working on killing pride. Because
Yeah.
pride, again,
Yeah.
what do it mean, Tay? What do it mean? Look at it
Man,
one
I done
time.
read it 2 times. I don't memorize what it was talking about.
Nah,
So,
it means deep pleasure and
a deep
satisfaction.
satisfaction, deprived from one's own achievements or
Yes.
possessions. Yeah.
Yes. Yes,
Mm.
and even with that, that's another form of pride that kills too. But people want to talk about, I did this, I got a house, I did. That's all pride. You know what I'm saying? Who
Yeah.
wants to constantly hear that? And now you're killing the relationship. If you
Yeah.
did it, that's why God say, if you do something, don't let your right hand know what your left is doing.
Let
You do
me do.
something,
Yeah.
do it out the kindness of your heart. Don't boast, don't brag on it. That's
Right.
pride. You taking a deep pleasure and satisfaction of exalting yourself for your achievements and all these other things. So I want to encourage everybody on today. Walk in humility. Let that be your portion. Look, if
Yes.
you know you have done a lot for people, or people, you know what, keep that within yourself. The Lord will bless you. The Lord will take care of you. But don't let pride be the reason that it kills or drive a relationship further and
Yeah.
further into the ground. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? We gonna work on building relationships through humility, through
Right.
not want to always prove that we are right, or that we did it first, we said it
Yeah.
first, we did, you just catch it, like all of that, because it kills. This is what causes a lot of animosity, hostility
Yeah.
amongst us with people. It even locks us out of places
And the
where
word
people.
discretion came to me too, cause I was
Yeah.
thinking about when you was using the analogy about a friend, fronting their money around and stuff, and
Yes.
like how you was saying you gonna make yourself a target. It was like humility is discretion. Like humility can save your
It
life.
is. It is
Mm.
discretion. It is, because it don't, humility don't desire to boast itself
Right, or be seen.
or be seen or
Mm.
to do none of that.
Right.
And I want to say too, if you know you got people in your life that truly love you, that truly have your best interest at heart,
Right.
and
Yeah.
they're trying to tell you something or talk to you about something,
Mm-hmm.
listen. Don't
Yeah.
be prideful, be humble. Listen.
Yeah.
Then go and consider what they saying. Examine it. Examine yourself. Be real with yourself. Ask yourself those hard questions. Is it true what they saying? Do you
Right.
really do this? I'm
Right.
telling you, because all that's doing is helping you to unlock potential for you to grow. But if you're gonna
Mm.
be prideful, can't nobody tell you nothing. First of all, you're driving people away and you're stagnating your own growth. So on
Right.
today, let's not be prideful. Even
And
kids,
potentially killing yourself, walking
yes,
into danger, walking into
yes,
the
you
be
are.
cautious.
Yes. Right, and
Yeah.
that has, even with children, with their parents with your
Mm.
children. Listen to your children. Be willing to listen and consider what they're saying. If they're telling you how they feel or what's hurting them or what's whatever. Listen and consider what they're saying. Children, listen to your parents and consider what they're saying, because their mission and their goal for really parents that are really parents is to lead you and guide you in the right way. It's to
So,
show you the way.
so I got another question. Um, so let's say, how can a person like control their emotions? Like, how? Let's say if somebody did do something or did something, to a child or to their significant others, and they feel like this emotion, they're harboring an emotion, and how can they still like never be humble, like not be, uh get into a powerful place with the emotions, but like have the emotions go through, express their emotions, but in a humble way. Like,
You said express their emotions.
Yeah, in a humble way. Like not letting their emotion become a blockage or
I mean,
them.
well, when it comes to like your emotions, you just can't lead by them.
Mm.
Emotions are just there to tell you how you feel.
Yeah,
It is a sensory to tell you how something is making you feel, what
yeah,
something is doing to you. But
yeah,
it's not meant to lead by emotions, because if you're angry, if you're leading by the emotion of anger, then guess what? You're gonna the way you come off is going to be in an angry, hostile way.
right.
And that has to do with control. Sometimes you have to, when people have offended you, and I had to learn this, real talk. I'm telling you, there's a lot of things I don't waste the time and energy in doing. If if someone have offended me, right, and they've made me angry,
Mm-hmm.
sometimes I have to be quiet in the moment, because if I speak and I'm still in that angry place,
Mm.
everything that comes out is
It's
going to
gonna be
be
angry.
led by anger.
Right.
Sometimes you have to be quiet for the moment and then wait for another time, or after you've cooling down, and
Yeah.
you know address it, a
Mm-hmm.
situation. But you can't let your and that's like a whole nother topic in itself, because a lot of people are led by their
Yeah,
emotions.
they
You
exalt their
know,
emotions. Yeah.
yeah, they
They
do.
have a deep satisfaction.
Yeah, of
Yeah,
exalting they, and I've
yeah,
been there. I've been there.
yeah,
Couldn't shut up.
yeah.
God tell me before, Laney, be quiet. But
Mm-hmm.
pride, because I had a deep desire and
Yeah,
satisfaction to exalt what I wanted to say over
right.
being quiet, and it
Yeah.
caused calamity. It really did. It really did. So, I learned, like, don't let my emotion. You can't lead with your emotions.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And you can't. You you acknowledge your emotions, but do not let your emotions lead you in a conversation. And that happens a lot in relationships,
Yeah,
and
it
that's what
does.
keeps a lot of blockage, going on too, because they are led by their emotions, and people start doing things, saying things, and all kind of different things. So with your emotions, you just have to learn how to not lead with them. You could feel them and you could
Mm-hmm.
process them, and identify how it's making you feel, but it's not good to lead with them. And when I say leading, meaning going to address someone out of your emotions.
Mm-hmm.
That's why sometimes you got to be quiet. You got to sit and just consider what has happened, what has transpired, what has taken place, what a person have done, or how they offend you, or whatever. And then you have to come back to the table and address it. But by that time, you're addressing it from a more logical place, from
Yeah,
a more understanding place, a knowledgeable place, instead of out of your emotions of how you're feeling. And just
yeah.
coming in,
And you
yeah,
gonna be
because
more
you did
pure.
this and did that, that,
Yeah.
that, you know what I'm saying?
And you gonna
And
be
not
more
because you're angry.
right. And then out of your anger, you're not gonna be receptive, receptive to the what they're saying. You're not gonna
Yeah,
have your ear to ear. It's gonna be a blockage here, and that's your emotion.
yeah. Emotions is a big blockage that cause people that can't hear, because
Mm-hmm.
they're emotions. So emotions is it's a thing to master. I will put it like that. Emotions and it is not easy. It comes with understanding and training. But when you get understanding, a lot of people leave with emotions and how things are making them feel.
Mm-hmm.
But I've learned that emotions are there to help you to process
Right.
what's happening. Because without them, you would feel nothing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I've heard people say many things, about emotions, and people do mess up through emotions, but really emotions is there just for you to process how you feel. It's there to cause you to understand what something, a person, place, or thing is making you feel like, or what it's doing to you, or how but it's not meant for you to lead by emotions,
Right.
because now you need to take it a step further and consider the matter, because that's a big problem in relationships too as well. People lead by their emotions pridefully, you
Yeah.
know, for real, addressing people, and that's what causes people to feel disrespected, and it leads to something else and different. So,
Mm-hmm.
and that's a whole nother subject. So, because we been around this up to get out, because it's almost 9 o'clock, but y'all tune back in. Next time, we going to be on Stream Your. I don't know what I did wrong and that I didn't have it set up. And we will be on the Journeys Real podcast every Saturday, 7 a.m. in the morning.
Oh,
We will
yes,
be on
man.
Instagram, the Journey Real. We will
Yes,
be.
man.
We did it on Tay Page today because I don't know what was happening, but it'll
Yeah.
be on YouTube. It'll be on Instagram. It'll be on
Yes, man.
Facebook. We'll be going live on all those platforms. I'm sorry, every Saturday at
7 a.m.
a.m. Period. We're gonna have, but
Yes,
look,
man.
look, 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 look. I'm so excited because let me tell you, we have the Battle of the Sexes Royale coming
Mm.
up. We have a location. This will be a live event. It will be like the podcast, but it will be a 5-session live event.
Mm.
5 sessions. I'm doing 5 sessions of it. And it's going to be a live event, meaning it's going to be at a space, a place. We're going to have tickets.
Mm.
It'll be ticket purchases, but with the ticket purchases, it'll be food to come with it. And I'm going to have more info. I'm getting the flyer together. So look, tune in,
You're on the
tune in,
lookout.
tune in, tune in, tune in. I'm
Mm.
excited
Me
because
too.
I love this. I'm in my element.
Mm.
I'm in my element. So look,
Man.
tune in. The Battle of the Sexes Royale. It is coming. I will have all the details. By Monday, I will have the flyer, all the details, the location, the time, the sessions, all five names of the sessions. You'll be able to go on the website and order your tickets, and I have all the info. So stay tuned. I'm so excited about this. It's gonna go down. We're gonna have guest speakers.
Mm.
Period. It's gonna be a dope atmosphere.
Mm.
Y'all just stay
The
tuned. Just
time
stay
for
tuned.
me. Yes, man.
Stay
Mm.
tuned. So that's coming real, real soon. But tune in. Tune in. This the Journey's Real. This is Feet That's Been Places. And next week we'll actually be on StreamYard where we need to be. So tune in. We'll be putting out the topic too as well for next week by Monday. So just stay tuned in because it's about to go down. I'll say, period.
Yes,
I'm
man. Yes,
excited
man.
because I am. I'm excited because it's about to go down
Mm.
and it's about to be lit. And the Battle of the Sexes Royale, it really is based off of EGOT I wrote. But man, I'm telling y'all not gonna want to miss it. But I'm telling y'all, this is for the grown and sexy. These topics
Yeah.
is gonna be for the grown and sexy, not little kids that want to argue
Right.
and do all that. Now this
Right.
for the grown and sexy that's gonna come together and we're gonna have a combo
Mm-hmm.
on these topics. So stay tuned in. Period. So
Yes, man. Till next time. Till
we
next
out.
time. It's me.